All right, we're gonna do some scapular protractions and retractions from a variety of positions and loads. We're gonna make it easy to start and then harder at the end. So choose a progression or regression that feels suitable for you to allow yourself to go through the full range of motion in your shoulders without any compensation. So let's start off in a quadruped position. This will be the easier version. You want your hands to be directly underneath your shoulders or maybe slightly wider. I do find that if my hands are slightly further apart, I have better range through my shoulder blades. So hands down like this. Your knees are going to be directly underneath your hips and you want a nice neutral spine. Try your best to lock out your elbows. It helps if you take your elbow pits and point them forward. So that'll help you lock out your elbows and engage your lats to provide security to your shoulders. So here, elbows are locked out. You're gonna let your chest sink towards the floor and allow your shoulder blades to come together behind your back. That's a scapular retraction. And then you're going to push your hands into the ground and move your torso as far as you can away from the ground and allowing your shoulder blades to come apart behind your back, wrapping around the rib cage. Okay, so again, bringing the chest down, bringing the shoulder blades together, and then pushing away to protract. Something you want to be mindful of here is not allowing your belly to sink down towards the ground. So you want to keep a nice neutral spine. So when you sink down, try not to drop your belly to the ground. Make sure you do a little bit of a pelvic tilt here. Same when you come back up, try not to round your back out like this. Just keep a nice neutral spine and focus on the movement of your shoulders. So once you feel like you have control over that movement and you're not bending your elbows, because that's a really common mistake as you go down to bend your elbows as if you're doing a push-up. So once you feel like you have control over that, then we can work towards the next progression. So here, that's a quadruped position. The next one is to go into a bear crawl. So you're just going to lift your knees up off of the ground, maybe about an inch off of the ground. So now we're adding a little bit more load and we're going to do the same thing. So drop the chest down, bringing the shoulder blades together, and then press away. Keep your spine neutral. Take your time with this. Try not to just drop and sink. You want to have control through the full range of motion. So that's our bear crawl variation. Much harder. And then when that feels good, you can go into a plank or a push-up position and do the same thing. And with this variation, there's much more load, and it's also a lot easier to mess this up by pushing your hips forward or lifting your hips up or rounding your back. So you really want to establish a nice strong plank position. Make sure you lock out your elbows and really just focus on the movements of the shoulders. So like I said, just choose a progression that feels appropriate for you so you can really work on the movement of the shoulders. If you do find your elbows are bending, then you might want to make it a little bit easier before you progress.